So here's the Hyundai Elantra, and this side of the brake rotor is not making much contact at all. It's all rusty. We go over to this side. Let's turn the light on. This side is very shiny. So my guess is that the pins in the caliper are frozen and not allowing. This caliper should center itself every time you step on the brakes and squeeze evenly on this, and I'm not sure why. It might have something to do with the emergency brake. The emergency brake should be applying the same kind of force, but as you can see, we got bad rust issues here in the Northeast. This whole shield is falling apart. So I suspect rusty pins. Let's see what happens. 14 millimeters, that's what it is. Okay, this pin looks like it's unscrewing quite nicely. Or at least the bolt came off. Question is,
yeah, we looped those last week.
did we?
Yep.
Okay, now. Okay. Good. How about
longer one?
What, the smaller one? This.
There's one right here. Oh, okay.
Well, at night.
That's the brake line.
Yeah. Well, I think if we do that,
Yeah.
I think we're okay. Now, these are the pins. If they're frozen, you're not going to have a lot of fun getting those out. Let's see that. What do you think? 17 millimeters? I think it's 17.
Pull that away.
Okay, it's loose, but boy, is it jammed in there. At least it turns. That one turns. That's good. Don't try not to pull any harder.
I know that brake line.
Yeah, let's see if we can get this one loose. Yeah. I think these are incredibly stuck. Yeah, they're coming off. In fact, seeing as how I'm kind of lazy, I'm going to get my power guy in here. Do you see where that, oh, you got to hold that up, do you? Or?
Well,
Not really. Maybe you do. Let's build a storage area here. Wind that up. Yeah, let's turn it. Thank you. Wow, that's pretty tight.
you ain't getting the other one out. because it's stripped.
Which is stripped?
The other side. There's like no head on one of them.
On the screws?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, into this for. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Now. Oh, good. It came right off. Excellent. It's coming loose. I'm not happy about it. That one's much easier. I'm going to let you spray, since I've loosened them, I'm going to let you spray a little bit more in there.
Okay.
Let me get them all four loose,
Yeah.
if I can. That one's a lot easier too. Okay, good. And then the last one. There's little access hole, big access holes in the hub itself. So then you can get your wrench through and do this. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to spritz a little bit more, we'll do that. So, here's the hub, and here's the bolt. The bolts hold the hub to the rear arm. And if these get stuck, I worked one out and it jammed. We worked it back in and out and in. And then at a certain point, what we did was we got the air hammer and we went in and we tightened it up a little bit and we hit it with this a bunch of times. And that, I believe, got some of the rust off the threads. We were able to get this, we were able to get these bolts to come out. But that did not allow us to get this hub off. The hub was captured by the rustiness of this surface here. And also there are pins. There's a pin here and a pin here. And so that made it so that even though we'd taken these four bolts out, we could not for the life of us get this off until we tried this trick. Basically, we put a block in here. For example, block in here with the bolts, and we loosen the bolt up, and this pushes the hub and pushes it out of the lower control arm. Let me see if we can show that happening. Here's Kevin doing it. This is a steel block from my milling machine, but you could use a big bolt or something, and it's kind of awkward. You got to get the thing in there, and then you have to loosen the bolt. And really part of the problem is the hub has 5 holes in it, and the hub is bolted to the control arm with 4 bolts. So a lot of the time those bolts will want to go right through. They'll want to go right through the holes with the standoff or whatever you put it in. We're going to try and get all 4 bolts working to push this hub out. Okay, we're going to have to pull these pins out. I've got a slide hammer. Okay, you want to pinch that thing for me? Doesn't have to be brutal, but... That's how frozen this pin is. I mean, it's supposed to be shiny and have high temperature grease on it, and this is supposed to glide back and forth and not be rusted. So you may have to take the caliper bracket off. and use your slide hammer and pull the damn thing out. All right. Here's the kit, the slide pins, and the bolts that go on the ends of the slide pins. So these are pretty inexpensive. I think this, these are like $6 or $8 for a set. Let's see if they work. So where are we? Well, Kevin decided he wanted to go with a whole new hub as well as these backing plates. These were totally rusted away, but he decided, while we have the whole thing apart and the old hubs have 140,000 miles on them, to put new hubs in from Rock Auto. So that's what we're doing. Well, this is the end of the video. Sorry I don't have the installation of the caliper and the rotor to show you. I guess I lost that footage and I apologize. But you stayed this long, which means you probably liked the video. And if you do, hit that like button and I'll see you next time.